Hi, I'm Liam Kroll, and I'm going to be telling you about my high school career and maybe how you can learn from my experience for all you freshmen out there. So, first of all, freshman year, when I first got here, I had a hard time even getting to my classes because I was confused because the room numbers to me made no sense. So, if I would recommend something, I would recommend going, first of all, going to freshman orientation. That way you can actually know the rooms you're gonna have to go to. Please try to know the order of the room numbers. Maybe like get a school map because it can be a bit frustrating your first week or two. And you can't even tell you how many times I've just walked into class and just been like, "Oh, this is not the right class," and I'm just like, "Sorry, everybody," and I'm left very awkwardly. My first year in high school, I joined the play Robin Hood. Stuck with me ever since. Being in performances, it's in my opinion one of the funnest things you can do while at Brandon High School. Is just be a part of drama programs. You'll meet a lot of friends who you have similar interests with. You'll get different perspectives on things, and it's really just a lot of fun. It's probably the funnest and best memories I've ever had in high school have probably been in the drama. No, they have been in drama. Freshman year, I joined Robin Hood. I was only a freshman. Didn't have as much acting experience as a lot of the people. So I was a forester and/or guard for the sheriff in Robin Hood, one of the main villains of the play. Basically, my job was to stand there and look professional with a few lines, which is perfectly fine for me. It was only my freshman year. Funny story that happened freshman year to kind of lighten the mood. There was this girl I liked in freshman year, and basically I want to say hi to her, but I was wearing these certain boots that basically you would cross them, hook them, then recross them to tie them up because the laces were so long and they were tall in their boots. And one of my laces from the other shoe got caught in the other, and I was saying hi and Jesus bless and everything, fell right in my face in front of her. Then just kind of got up and it was like, hi. She's like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm fine. So lesson number one, if you're wearing boots, be careful not to fall on your face. Because a similar thing happened with the exact same pair of boots, and if not, another pair of boots on two separate occasions. Number one, I was leaving a classroom, fell halfway out of the classroom, whole class laughed at me. I thought it was freaking hilarious. Other people might have thought it was embarrassing. I thought it was funny. Another time, I was in the hallway, and I think this is maybe my second or third year. No, I think it might be my second year. And I was in Mrs. Skopek's class, or I was finishing up a test. And so I was about to go to my next hour because, I had stayed late to finish the test, so the other hour, started. And laces hooked on the other one, crash right into the floor right next to Mrs. Skopek's room. And if you ever notice if you even step too hard in the upper floor, it can make a noise. So teachers started coming out and saying, what's wrong? What was that noise? And I was so embarrassed and I'm just like moving them to tell them to go back in, like, so I don't get embarrassed. So basically the lesson is, actually I would do the lesson, don't wear these kind of boots because they've caused a lot of problems for me. And yeah, it's been pretty embarrassing. Also, my sophomore year, one of the classes I enjoyed was... I'm going to rephrase.
6 hours later.
I took biology. Biology, and the science department classes, or specifically classes like biology, for example, they're very self-taught. So for you incoming freshmen, just beware. The chances are the most you will get is notes, bookwork, and homework to teach you, instead of more explaining, unless you have a teacher to explain. So be prepared for that in science classes. So be prepared to take a crap ton of notes. In my sophomore year, I joined the... What play did we do? I did Pride and Prejudice.
1 hour later.
Pride and Prejudice. That wasn't my favorite one, simply because I'm not into that whole love story kind of thing.
2 hours later.
I prefer action, but I don't think that's a play.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
I had a line, I had a part where I was the host of this party, and I would walk in and I'd be like, welcome, young and all, and I'd be very welcoming, and I'd try to set up the main girl in the play, and I think the guy's name was Darcy. Again, I'm not a big fan of this stuff, so, and it was like 2 years ago. Things I would recommend is get a lot of your educational classes in first. Don't always rely on your gym and art credits, especially your earliest years, because what's going to happen is you're going to get packed with all the hard classes in addition to all the upper level class you're going to have in later years, and it's just going to be frustrating. So, for example, what I did is my freshman year, I think I had one elective, and that was just directed study. Mr. Gillette's class. I had physics, English 1, some math class. Basically, all your essentials you're going to need. I had except directed study. Sophomore year, on the other hand, I had a little bit more freedom with that. I took broadcasting, which is probably one of my, also some great memories of high school.